Hello everyone, I'm Rahul and you're watching StudyIQ IAS English. So let me get started. You might have seen or witnessed it yourself. There was too much of, product launches. In the last 1 month, you must have seen each and everywhere. So I wanted to buy a mobile phone for myself and I got confused. Like which mobile phone should I be purchasing? And seeing everything on our channel, I just realized like, would not a student be also confused with the same philosophy, what they should be buying? Or what course is going to help them more to solve these problems of yours, to solve these doubts of yours? I am here in front of you all. So my dear friends, it's always a delight. Believe me, interacting with you all, talking with you all, it's always a delight. And some of you, many of you, I have developed a personal bond and liking. I like to interact. And the kind of questions you people shoot, it just feels good to solve them. So dear friends, like always we do, start shooting your doubts. So here I start. So UPSC mains results were out yesterday. Many of you would have not qualified. Some of you would have qualified. Some personal messages I got of the students who qualified. And they wanted a way forward, like how they should be starting the journey. To them I just told one thing. Just wait for a few days. We'll be coming something especially for the students who have qualified for the interview stage. But before that, I want to talk to the aspirants, to the students who were unable to see their name in the list yesterday. And to them, I have just one message. My dear friends, no failure is final. What all matters is at what point you decide to give up. For example, very often we keep on preparing for certain things. And there is a difference. For example, you start from here. This is your start point. This, let's say, is your destination. In your case, the destination would be UPSC. But whatever I'm telling you right now, this you can apply in your day-to-day life also. So from here to here, it's a journey. And day to day, we keep on working. We keep on working ourselves. We keep on working our goals. Now what happens? Everything which is here till in between is called as a failure. And the process, by the time you are here, when you have left the start point and just before your destination, is something of what is, I'll refer as black hole. Black hole of confusion, black hole of doubts, where you do not know where exactly you are. It could be that no matter you have given 4 years, 5 years in your preparation, and you're still very much here. Or it could be also that you have actually arrived to the destination, but for certain reasons, you decide to give up. Now, I don't have any issues with people who start and are unable to make any great progress. But I have problem with this set of people who just give up when they are really close to the destination. And this thing, I'm not just talking about UPSC, but in general, about anything in life. So dear friends, you should have an awareness. Have you arrived to the destination or not? How much far you are from the destination. And that is why I insist upon not quitting. I insist that have a second thought. Do you really want to quit? at the same time, I also maintain that there is no harm in accepting the failures. I always have followed one philosophy: fail, but fail faster. There's no harm in failing. There is no harm in accepting that it's not working, it's not happening. But that acceptance has to come faster. However, all of this should only happen when you know that you have given your best. You have done whatever was required, whatever was in your control, whatever variables you had, you gave your best. The day you'll come to this realization that you have given your best, there is no harm in moving away from anything. No harm. And to the other category of people who are not aware about themselves, where do they stand? For example, I'll tell you one thing about failure, which I've realized. Failure breaks you. It shakes you. It breaks your confidence, it breaks your conviction, and it brings you to such a point where decision making becomes very tough. Do you wish to continue or do you want to quit? A rational assessment of things, whatever decision you take, it's fine. But in the absence of rational decision making, in the absence of rational awareness about yourself, who knows? You're just one attempt away from success. Who knows? And to guide you on this part, I'm here. So, all those people who have failed, I want you people to do one assessment of your own self. All those people who are watching me live right now, I want you to do one thing. Have an assessment about yourself. Failure, why it happened. And I'm talking to even to those people who did not write mains but who failed in the prelim stage itself, or because of the fear of the prelims did not sit in the examination. I'm also talking to you people. Now, failure. The foremost reason that I believe is not talent per se. It's the very first thing that I'll say: interest. When you keep on studying same thing repeatedly again and again, your interest keeps on waning. But that should not happen. Have you heard legends? They're saying that one day I wake up and I just found myself that it's time to call it a quit. Why so? Their body definitely gave up on them. All those sports stars, their body says, okay, enough is enough. But before the body, it was the mind that has actually given up. So when you are making a rational decision making for yourself that if you want to prepare again, if you want to give the examination again or not, this thing you have to ask it from yourself. Is the fire within you still active? Do you still want to take the hardship, what is required for making it great? Because every day is a new day. Every day is a fresh day where you have to begin from the very start. So don't ever think that had you given 2 years, 3 years, 4 years into the system, that the system would show some mercy on you and you'll be finding it a bit easier to qualify. Don't have that mistake. Don't be mistaken. It's always going to be a beginning from the very start. So, somewhere down the line, if you have met the failure, you have to analyze that, did you lose your interest? Now, the next thing is energy. Certain things require certain amount of efforts. They demand the sacrifice from you. They demand you that you pay certain amount of efforts in order to achieve that. Giving efforts below a threshold level is not going to yield results. Do you still have that energy within you to continue? More importantly, the attempt in which you face failure. Did you continue with the same energy or not? Did you continue with the same energy or not? That is the question. And the third thing, which I always give preference when it comes to UPSC, is speed. Anybody can learn anything. Reading Lakshmikant, for that matter, reading any standard textbook is not that difficult. The concepts which are there in those books are not really tough to digest or to understand. It's easy only. What is tougher is to cram them in a limited time, because all these things that I have written over here, energy and your time, let me take this next factor, speed or time. These are limited. These are very limited. So if you have faced failures, my dear friends, let me be very clear. Either your interest was not that great, your interest was somewhere else. By interest, I mean your focus and discipline. Your energy level went down when somebody in the last 2 months before the prelims, before the mains, you would have just put each and everything into the preparation. You just went away from the preparation. The next thing is speed versus time. Anyone who is giving more time with a greater speed has a greater chance to success. In your case, it might have been missing. If these are your problems and solution to these problems is not given anywhere, everything else can be found out anywhere else, but not these things. So, if your problem was the thing which I told you in the previous slide, I have a solution for you. And I assume people watching me would belong to 2026, 2027 and 2028 attempt groups. Some of you might be appearing in this examination in 2026, some of you might be appearing in this examination in 2026 and likewise 2028. Now what should be your approach? Approach in relation with what the session is for, what the thumbnail was applied, because here are multiple things that you might be watching. You know, there is fast track, then there are two resolution, one with 2027 and the other one 2028, and then there is also one SIP, Success in Prelims 2026. What should be your focus? So here I'll be discussing with you something that is written on the website, SIP versus fast track. What is the fundamental difference? So all those people who are watching, remember SIP is for prelims alone, success in prelims. It is a dedicated batch that will try to cover your syllabus within 3 months, 3.5, within 3-4 months, so that you are prepared for your prelims examination. At the same time, the batch which is coming with Fast Track 2026, it will prepare you for pre, for mains, and it has also got added component with respect to interview guidance program. So you will be getting all these 3 things here. Needless to say, the residential program for pre and mains for students who would be qualifying certain criteria would be provided to them. So this is the fundamental difference between SIP and fast track that you need to understand. These 2 things are there on the website. This is the SIP and this is the fast track. So the fundamental difference, I just hope, is clear to each and every one of you. Now let me come to the point where 2027 batch versus 2028 batch stands at. Now obviously there is this difference of time duration. So if you are a newbie, if you're starting very fresh, let's say you are just coming out from college, or for certain reason you're starting very early, you have time at your hand, go for the 2028 batch. Now, if your target year is 2027, your preparation is on certain lines where you believe that you need some more guidance, some more coaching, you can opt for 2027 batch. Now, what is the fundamental difference between 2026 and 2028? 2028 batch, things should be taken from very basics. Here also basics would be covered, but it would be expected that certain things need not to be told to you in a very minute form. Next thing is the same concepts, same topics would be taken up multiple times in the 2028 batch. What that means is that small doses of information would be given to you that will be easily digestible for a normal masses from normal students, that you can go for this. And having said all these things, the fast track batch of 2026 and the resolution batches of 2027, 2028, I'm talking about fast track, they all have similar component of live classes, course material, which comes in the form of books, hard books, not just PDFs, test series, a total of 75, and this book of 18 sets of book, 15 set of book that you get. Then there is this mentorship, one-to-one mentorship, which is there for personal guidance. Next are the residential programs for prelims and mains. We have this for both stages, the prelims and the mains. These are the main features which are available in each and every batch. Let it be 2026, let it be 2027, or let it be 2028. So, anybody opting for these 2026, 2027 or 2028 batches would be getting anything. Only thing is, the way the information would be communicated to you, it will be different. In the longer batch, we'll be taking more time to guide you. In the 2026 batch, the things would be moving at a rapid pace, or a pace that will make you ready for your prelims, for your mains and for your interview. Now, what is going on for especially repeaters, I would say, those people who have already given the attempts or would be sitting again in the paper, for you, SIP would be a perfect fit, because you will get a curriculum, you will get a proper skeleton where you can be better ready for your prelims examination. You will get a proper timetable, proper schedule that you can ensure that whole of your prelim syllabus is completed during this time. So all the repeaters or all those who are excited to appear in the 2026 batch, they can join the SIP program. And the link for which are available on the website. You can go, click on these batches, you'll find the PDF, having in detail whatever these courses are providing and whatever you found suitable for you, you can enroll there. So this was all from my side in these sessions, my dear friends. So is there anything, any questions which you'd like to ask? You can please continue. So I just hope like we are good, and let's meet again some other time. Till then, whatever doubts, whatever queries you have, you can mention it in the comment section. I'll take them and I'll ensure that we have one session where I resolve all of your doubts. So my dear friends, till then, take care of yourself. I'll see you again. Bye bye. Tata. Myself Rahul.